And we are slasher movie stans.
Or what?
Do you not know that term, stan?
Nah, I know it's a name, and it's like an Eminem song.
That's actually where it comes from. It's when people say they're a huge fan, a fanatic of something. They say, I stan this.
Okay, I did not know that.
Oh, yeah. I stan Katy Perry. I stan politics.
Yeah.
You know,
little milk chocolate candies with M's on them.
Exactly. I stan everything, right?
Yeah.
Well, we stan slasher movies.
Yeah.
That's what we're about, dude. Slasher movies are bae.
They are bae. They're hot AF. They got my WAP.
They got your WAP going?
Yeah.
We are two grown men with full-on WAP when we think slasher movies.
Yeah, it's like Kraft macaroni and cheese. It gets your noodle going. Nope. Gets our WAP going.
Gets our WAP going. Okay.
Yeah.
So by the time I was 15, I had seen all the Chuckies, all the Freddys, all the Jasons. I'd seen Ghoulies go all the way from popping out of toilets to graduating college. They grow up so fast, don't they?
They do.
I'd gotten my fix from the Candyman and gone over to a friend's for a slumber party massacre or two. But there was one giant gaping hole in my slasher fandom. A God-sized hole. I still hadn't seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So I tagged along with the old Benton family up to Hollywood Video. We had money. And I rented what would wind up melting my fucking brain. Right? Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the meanest, dirtiest, strangest, bloodiest kinkfest in American cinema. 1970s John Waters hangs his head in fucking shame.
It's almost murder porn.
Phil, I have one question for you.
Yes.
You like barbecue?
God, I love it.
Beef or pig?
Both.
Okay. What about long pig?
Hippos?
Long pig.
Horse?
Do you know what long pig is?
Human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I was just acting stupid.
Oh my God, you got me, you little Daniel Day-Lewis, you.
Got him.
Long pig, that's a rough translation of the phrase, and I hope I'm saying this right, pua oa, a term once used by the Marquesan people of Polynesia. It means human flesh, and the age-old, world-spanning tradition of cannibalism. Something to be proud of.
Yes.
Yeah, people have been eating people since time immemorial, right?
Yeah.
You know?
I would think that, yeah, I'm sure in the Adam and Eve days.
People were just walking around, riding on top of dinosaurs' backs.
And there were apples everywhere, and they're like, we're not supposed to eat those, actually.
So let's eat each other, baby.
Yeah.
Randy.
Yeah. Here comes Austin Powers. Mike Myers.
Mike Myers. We'll be getting to him later with Hello Wayne, okay? With Hello Kitty Wayne.
Oh, okay. Yay.
Hello Kitty, it's Wayne.
Oh, it's Wayne?
The really weird band. I've never been able to get into them.
I like certain songs. It's just I like their weirdness. There's Ocean Man.
Well, let's try it out.
Piss Up a Rope.
Let's try Ocean Man.
Ocean man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you understand.
This is amazing.
Yeah, Wayne's great.
Hold on.
Globe is a real trip. Ocean man, crust of the
Oh my God.
You like what? I played with the Ween.
This is that from It's Pat?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, look, if you guys are looking to get into a new band, Ween from fucking 30 years ago, check them out. They're available on Apple Music. How about that? Isn't that special?
That's special.
Okay. Phil, you ever heard of Ed Gein?
Yeah, he was a cannibal from Wisconsin.
He was he's cinema's favorite nutball, okay?
Yeah.
Psycho, Silence of the Lambs, and today's movie, plus a bunch of B movies you've never heard of.
Yeah.
Right? They all look to Ed Gein and they go, show us the way, master.
Yeah, he's the unsung hero of, I guess, killers.
He murdered at least 2 women, possibly his brother, had a collection of human skulls, and a suit made out of stitched-together human body parts.
Well, I'll wear that to church.
The connection to Psycho is his obsession with Mother.
Yeah.
Just like Mike Pence.
Yeah. But that's his wife.
The human body suit is how you get Silence of the Lambs. And the small town middle America lifestyle is how you get the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That and the eating, humans and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I agree with you. The slasher genre owes a huge debt to Ed Gein. Ed Gein, we stan you. Do you know what that means now?
Yeah.
When I say that? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Right? But he's kind of a hack, and I'll tell you why, all right? He's not my favorite cannibal.
Okay.
Do you want to know who my favorite cannibal is?
Who?
It's probably Dahmer. I'll be honest with you. I know he's like the big go-to, but dude, he tried to make zombie twinks. That is awesome.
Yeah,
okay?
with acid.
He drilled holes in their heads and filled it with muriatic acid.
Yeah.
And he tried to make little twink zombies. That is like, I'm totally taking a page out
To
of this
control
man's
the
book.
world. It's just like, it's his pinky and the brain scheme. Dahmer and the brains,
Could you,
he's going to eat later.
That's on the poster, right?
Yeah.
He had a drum in his apartment filled with acid to dissolve bodies with. All right, but there's another one I was reading about last night when I was doing the research for the show. Do you know about Catherine Knight?
No.
Okay, she killed and skinned her husband, boiled his head in a pot with veggies, and tried to feed him to their unsuspecting children.
I just call that putting food on the table.
That's what she said.
She's like, you say this all the time. Well, I'm literally going to put you on the table.
But look, let's not forget America's favorite cannibalistic family, the Sawyers.
Yep.
Right? You got Drayton. You got Nubbins. You got Jedediah, who is commonly referred to as Leatherface. And you got Grammy and Grandpa.
Yeah. You got Peepaw.
You got Peepaw.
I'm like, is he dead? Oh, he's not. He just should be. Like 120.
Phil, what are the Sawyers getting up to in this movie?
Well, there is the Drayton Sawyer. I think it's Sawyer. He runs a little gas station with his simple friend, and he also cooks barbecue.
Sounds great.
It's a barbecue restaurant, gas station, and you can buy like worms and stuff to go fishing.
It's a country store.
It's your classic, very shitty Walmart. Even though like Walmart is shitty, like here it's like, yeah, it's smaller, but you can almost get it like everything.
That's the shame of these massive box chains is they showed up and they ran like good down home Grammy and Grandpa stores out of business.
So they had to resort to eating people because there was a food shortage with the Sawyers.
That's exactly it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Who's in this, though? Who's in this?
You have Marilyn Burns, who is Sally Hardesty. She is the scream queen of the film.
The final girl.
She's also in Tobe Hooper's Eaten Alive and 1976 miniseries of Helter Skelter. You have Paul A. Partain as Franklin Hardesty. He's also in The Next Generation as an orderly. And The Life of David Gale as just alcoholic.
Yeah. I never saw The Life. I know that's a that's a Kevin Spacey movie,
Yeah,
right?
it sucks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nah, that's a shame.
It's that movie I saw like one time on like whatever channel that had commercials like
On the
that,
David Gale channel.
Yeah, just like a regular, on the David Gale channel. And I was like, this movie's boring and weird.
And they're like, well, we have 24/7 of it. I'm sorry, this channel is going down hard.
If it's not American Beauty, I don't really give a shit about Kevin Spacey besides
Wait a minute.
Seven.
What about The Usual Suspects? Did you ever see it?
God damn it, no, I have not.
Well, then that's a classic. What about, hey, man, Kevin Spacey?
What about K-Pax, man?
Is that the one where he, if I recall correctly, he doesn't peel bananas; he just eats them as they are?
Yeah, he has it in his head. He's like an alien, but it comes out there's like trauma of like his wife and kids were murdered, so it like
Hold
put
on,
him
wait
in
a
this
second.
crazy state.
They weren't eaten, were they?
I'm not sure.
I feel like they might have been.
Well, that's what he gets for. He's like, hey,
Well, dude, by the end of this
let's all
movie,
go to Texas.
By the end of this movie, I feel like fucking little Sally Hardesty would be thinking she was from K-Pax too. Like after all the shit she saw.
Yeah.
She's
Oh, yeah.
Fucking loon by the end of this movie.
Oh, God, yeah.
Who else is in this that we've never heard of?
I was going to say, you have William Vale as Kirk, the boyfriend, I guess, to Sally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good guy. Good guy.
And you have Alan Danziger.
Danzinger.
Danzinger, yeah, not like Danzig. As Jerry. He's in Eggshells. That's a Tobe Hooper movie from like the 60s. It's like a it's like a weird
It's just a weird
monster in like the basement kind of movie.
It's sort of, yeah. It's just a weird experimental movie. You know what I mean?
Terry McQuinn as McMinn as Pam. She's also in the Texas Chainsaw 3D and archive footage, so not really much. You have Gunnar Hansen as Leatherface. He was in Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers, Campfire Tales as the narrator. He's not really in a lot, but he's known so much and because of
He's
his
iconic.
role.
He's
that,
iconic.
Like one role, so
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So he was still like he was known, like
Oh, he was known.
Yeah.
Ask if you ain't heard.
and relevant.
It's like you ain't got Google, bitch. This is
Yeah.
Gunnar Hansen we're talking.
sounds like a wrestler.
Gunnar Hansen?
Yeah, I'm Gunnar Hansen. You have Edwin Neal as the hitchhiker. Crazy guy. He's in JFK as Mercer. My boyfriend's back as Big Chuck's henchman.
He was Big Chuck's henchman? Mm-hmm. He was his henchman?
I said henchman.
I'd said it wrong. I'm
Oh.
making fun of myself.
I am so sorry.
Okay, easy. Lay your weapons down. And besides, Phil, I want to say real quick on this episode, any way you pronounce words in that southern accent is totally fine by me, man. I don't want you to fucking eat me.
Okay,
'Cause you people scare me.
James Nash Sydow as no relation to Max von Sydow or whatever.
Well,
Sydow
I looked
or
into
something.
it and I didn't see anything saying they weren't related.
Okay. As Drayton Sawyer. He's also in Texas Chainsaw 2 as same guy.
Sawyer, yeah.
Yeah. You have John Duggan as Grandpa Sawyer. That's pretty. There's not. Yeah.
It's pronounced Dugan, like that big pink one slapping between your thighs, bro.
You're gonna freak out about this.
No. Oh shit! We're already talking a scary movie. Don't do this to me.
The narrator is John Larroquette.
When I read that,
I
first off,
charted.
You've only seen this movie a couple times, right?
Yeah.
I have seen this movie 100 times, and for some reason, I did not know that the obnoxious villain of Stripes and
Yeah.
the guy from Night Court
And Meatballs 2.
please, you never forget, was the narrator for this
Yeah.
fucking movie. That blew my mind to pieces.
If we weren't covering this, I would have never went on. So I could have seen this like over and over.
Yeah.
And not even known.
I saw it over and over, and I didn't know.
Yeah.
Get this. He was paid to do the narration for this movie. They just gave him a joint.
Yeah.
And get this. He's never seen it.
Yeah,
He
that
still
too.
has not seen it as of 2008 when they asked
Yeah.
him last. Is that it for the cast?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's done.
It's done. It's done. Great cast. Look, last year I read a book called The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the film that terrified a rattled nation by Joseph Lanza. It covers the events that took place behind the scenes and the general mood of the country at the time in the early 70s, right? And stop me if this sounds familiar. The United States was sort of going through a thing, okay? A failed war, political corruption, social unrest, economic recession, the first major wave of serial killers had just rocked the nation. Racial tensions, women fighting for equality, the whole fucking thing,
Yeah.
right? The U.S. was on fire, right? Fertile ground for horror. And they fucking nailed it with this. Okay, so let's talk for a second about Tobe Hooper and Kim Henkel, I think was the co-writer. On this. He also starred in Tobe Hooper's first film, Eggshells, which we just talked about. Which again, It's some weird hippie experimental movie about they're in a house that has like some sort of spirit or
Something not human.
something inhumane is in
Yeah.
the basement. Yeah.
A Tobe Hooper that you should see. I don't know if you've seen it. Is Eaten Alive.
We're going to get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
We're going to get
And
to that.
Funhouse.
We're going to get to Funhouse is fucking great. I love
So weird.
Funhouse is amazing. Also, obviously, fucking I don't know why you didn't say it. Poltergeist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole thing about that, and it's not a slasher movie. Maybe eventually we'll just kind of branch out to general horror movies, and we
Yeah.
can do Poltergeist. Because there's contention about who actually directed it, because it looks very Spielbergian. Spielberg produced it, but some people say Spielberg actually directed it, and it's a whole fucking thing. It's a mess, and there's no actual like straight answer on it. But yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre was written by Tobe and a friend, Kim Henkel. Yeah, they'd worked together previously on Eggshells. Now, Henkel, I don't know how to say his last name, he would go on to direct Texas Chainsaw The Next Generation. That's the one where a young McConaughey has a robot leg. Right? Yeah. All right.
Yeah. You know the thing about high school girls.
Destroy
high school girl. What?
Tobe Hooper is, look, he's one of the great filmmakers ever. He's done it fucking all. And no, to answer your question, I have never seen Eaten Alive, but it sounds amazing because apparently from what I read, it's about this redneck hotel owner who feeds people to his giant pet crocodile.
It's like Lake Placid if the alligator was just in just in your backyard and just like in a little like pond kind of swamp area. It is. It's like, what the fuck? It's got Robert Englund.
It stars a fucking young pre-Freddy Robert Englund.
Buck.
And actually, you know what? Here's a piece of the trailer. It is so fucking 70s Grindhouse. Here it is.
Yeah.
If you were one of the millions of moviegoers who were electrified by the unbearable suspense and sheer terror of Jaws, get ready for Eaten Alive.
It's nowhere near as good. He's just shoving people into a fucking pool.
Created by Tobe Hooper, maker of the screen sensation The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Marty Rustin presents a new horror classic, Eaten Alive. Into this house.
It's just one of those classic fucking cheesy as shit
Creature
features.
I love creature features.
Me too,
That
man.
might be like, there goes slasher then creature.
Oh, man. Mine would be slasher. Then it would be probably rom-coms and then creature features.
Well, see, I meant, those are horror movies.
Yeah, love scares me.
Love scares me.
Yeah, Robert Englund is in this as, like you said, he's a creepy dude named Buck. And tell me if you can spot the Tarantino reference in this. Okay? I'm going to play a clip for you. It's from Kill Bill, Volume 1. Okay?
Well, ain't you the slice of cutie pie they said you were? Jane Doe, huh? Oh, we don't know shit about you, Well, I'm from Huntsville, Texas. My name is Buck, and I'm here to fuck.
Okay, right? That's the very lovely gentleman named Buck from Kill Bill.
Played by the lovely Michael Madsen.
No, it's not.
It's not?
At all.
I thought Buck was...
You would be wrong.
Oh.
Yeah.
Edit point.
No, it's not an edit point. We're going to keep
Okay,
that in.
fine.
I like it when you're wrong.
Yeah.
Aren't I a stinker?
I own the movie, too. I don't know why I...
Now, tell me if you can spot the reference.
The first snow falling, a flower in the spring, a precious June.
Name's Buck. I'm raring to fuck.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? That's fucking
That's
Robert
where it's from.
Englund.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I didn't know that was a reference. I just thought it was like an easy thing to, just have a character.
Yeah.
I'm Chuck, I'm here to fuck. Or I'm Chucky, I'm here to fuck a, Due Dembala.
Udumbala.
Give me the power I beg of you. Chucky.
Now, I think in the last one, he's like a cyborg kind of thing.
Oh, we're going to get there.
Oh, yeah.
Chucky factors in heavily into Texas Chainsaw. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Let's see. But yeah, Tobe Hooper, he was just a straight up fucking boss. Get this. He was on campus at University of Texas the day Charles Whitman climbed the clock tower and started shooting people.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was coming out of a building and a cop shoved him back inside telling him that there was an active shooter on the campus. Within moments, that cop was shot dead.
That's crazy.
This is all
That's-
right in front of him.
Damn.
Right? When he was a kid, he had memories of a doctor, the family doctor, paying a house visit and telling him about a Halloween mask he had seen that was made out of cadaver skin. Right? And then later in his life, he got a call from his aunt who lived in Wisconsin and told him the entire story about Ed Gein because it had just happened up the street from her.
Yeah.
So he was like steeped in fucked upness.
Oh, God, yeah.
Right? Yeah, actually, I got all that. There's this great article on statesman.com. The link I'll provide in the description. But it was written by an old friend of his that just tells of the time, it tells all these stories about Tobe Hooper. And one of the times he talks about is Tobe Hooper was hired to film a rally for President Nixon, right? And Tobe Hooper, without thinking, showed up and told the Secret Service he was there to shoot the president. They just fucking like tackled his ass to the ground.
Jesus Christ.
I know. He's a fucking psycho. Yeah, but he has since passed on to that great barbecue in the sky, man.
That great pit barbecue restaurant in the sky.
Right, back in 2017, man.
Yeah.
You know, natural causes, just in case you were curious. Let's talk Gunnar Hansen.
Mm-hmm.
Got to talk Gunnar Hansen.
Sounds like a G.I. Joe.
You can't.
G.I. Joe or wrestler?
I like G.I. Joe way better.
I'm Gunnar Hansen. That's like he is like the chain gun from Predator.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, of course.
And
Gunnar
what
would.
looks like an Australian Outback hat. Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre was the acting debut for Gunnar, right? At the time, he had just gotten his master's in Scandinavian studies and English. He was more egghead than Leatherface, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he was a brainy boy. And he basically just saw an ad looking for actors in a local Austin paper and decided to give old Hollyweird a whiff of his shit,
Yeah. A big whiff of
of his beanbox.
yeah. Old Benbox.
Oh, let's try and get that trending. Hashtag beanbox. And Hollywood, they liked what they liked what they smelled, man. Right?
They smelled what the gunner was cooking.
Yeah. Quit pushing for the wrestling reference. It's not gonna happen, Phil.
Oh no, there's a slasher film with Kane called See No Evil.
I can't wait.
Jacob Goodblood.
Cool.
It's not good.
Do you want to just maybe ball up all the notes and just talk about wrestling the rest of the show?
Yeah.
I know you could.
I know I could.
You're always
yeah.
an inch away.
Yeah, I'm always an inch away. I'm like, just somehow this is going to tie in.
I know it really.
It doesn't.
It's constant for you.
Yeah.
Okay, some quick Gunner facts. He is not related to Hansen, Chris Hansen, or David Joe Hansen.
Huh.
I double checked. I triple checked. Common misconception, right?
I like meat.
He only played Leatherface once. That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy because I just figured he played him at least all the way through the originals before they started remaking him with like Arlie Ermey as the cop dad.
yeah.
Like that
Like
whole
the
thing.
2000, like the 2000 ones.
Yeah, those were bad.
Yeah.
To be honest, this isn't the strongest series to begin with.
No. I mean,
We'll get into part 2
Yeah.
and stuff when we do it. We're gonna
Yeah.
eventually do part 2.
I think that's it.
No,
Yeah.
we're gonna do part 3. We go long enough, brother.
Oh, I know, but what I'm saying is like 2 was even like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, the only thing it has going for it, but it's also kind of a bummer at the same time, is that it has
Dennis Hopper.
in
Yeah.
it as the lieutenant. As
Yeah,
the,
it's like I'm here for vengeance of my brother who was murdered.
yeah, and they have a weird chainsaw fight.
Yeah, on top of like
It's again on
looks like a
top.
putt mountain.
Yeah, I think it was. It was
Yeah.
in they had shot that in an abandoned theme park somewhere in Texas.
Yeah,
But Gunner didn't even particularly care for acting. So after they made this, he appeared in a couple things after this, but he basically moved up to Maine and became a writer.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and sadly, he also passed not long ago in 2015. But I like to think he's up there in heaven just hanging people on meat hooks, you know?
Yeah, and just going,
Yeah, it just makes me feel warm thinking about it, you know? And of course, we got to talk the final girl, my favorite down-home scream queen, Marilyn Burns, right? Marilyn Burns, I mean, fuck. She does not get anywhere near the credit she does.
No.
Look, everybody talks Jamie Lee Curtis, and for good reason. She's from fucking Hollywood royalty. You know, her mother was the original scream queen from fucking Psycho. Right? And also, Jamie Lee Curtis went on to just have an amazing career. She did a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
You know, my personal favorite is Fish Called Wanda and True Lies. She's
of course, True Lies.
Gosh, she's so good in that.
So hot in too. I'm like, wow.
When she's doing the striptease.
Yeah.
Like, I, as a person of the gay perspective, I used to wish it was me doing that little dance for Arnie. You know?
Oh, yeah. This is making me sick. Where is Jamie?
I feel like, yeah, it's true. He's a Republican, so I guess he would be nasty about
Republic can't.
it. Right? Can't get it up for death.
Yeah.
Shaking my big bony butt in his face.
Yeah.
That final shot on her as the pickup truck is speeding away from Leatherface. And she is just caked in blood.
Yeah.
And that mix of insane relief and gleeful madness on her fucking face. Where is her Academy Award for that? Where is it?
I don't know, but speaking of that scene where it's the guy in the 18
The truck
wheeler,
driver.
did he just like he didn't?
He just ran off.
He just ran off because I had to rewind and go, did he get killed? Because now
No.
she's got to get in that pickup truck. And
I mean, to be fair, we don't know what happened to this man. Maybe he went after him. even
well,
though-
he ran the same way to the Sawyer house, so
No. He ran just continuously down the road. He did
Okay,
not run up to that house. He just saw this come from.
Yeah.
But having said that, I would also, if the guy was like chainsawing through the driver's side door of my thing and I just got outside, I would probably just run away.
yeah,
and be
well,
like,
I'm got to get back in.
I know, I'm getting a new job. You guys, that is covered by insurance. I am not going back to deliver fucking hot dogs or whatever. Fuck it.
Once I was about to get like out of the truck, and she's like, and I see him, I'll just push and go, no, and just drive.
To be honest,
Just drive off.
yeah, I would have done that too. I am no hero.
Oh no,
You know. But yeah, Marilyn Burns, she had already had a small part in Robert Altman's Brewster McCloud, which was just some kind of weird experimental early 70s Robert Altman movie. She was a young actress. She wasn't getting much work, and she was a stand-in for Susan Sarandon on a Sidney Lumet movie called Love and Molly. And apparently she met Toby and Kim while she was working for the Texas Film Commission, and they got kicked out of a screening for Love and Molly because they weren't supposed to be there. And apparently the producer caught them, and they were just like these two like lanky hippies who were eating the food.
Yeah,
And he was
like they're
like,
not supposed to be there at all.
yeah, and he just 86'd them. And then she went to audition for the film back when it was still called Head Cheese, which is still a fucking sick title. Dude.
Yeah.
Head Cheese is a great name for that. I mean, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, way better. It just says what it is.
Well, like head cheese is already like horrifying because of what it is. It's like cow head, just like ground up. It's like it's edible.
Have you ever...
No, never had it. There's something like that with a pig called. It's like
Braunschweiger?
think of more as a lunch meat. Like let's trash it up. Let's take.
No,
the
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Braunschweiger or whatever.
Pretty
that
much,
stuff is.
but yeah, but it's more like in like lunch meat slices, not like a more
That's like a... Okay.
souse
interesting.
meat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It looks like carpet insulation.
I'll be honest, it doesn't taste that far off, and I love it. I love that stuff.
I can't, man. It looks like there's pig teeth in it.
There is.
Well, I don't want it.
You'll break a crown on that. It's bad, dude.
The craziest I've ate is deer and rabbit, and that's not even that crazy.
No, it's not that crazy. But yeah, then she got the part of Sally Hardesty. And again, she also sadly has since passed. She died back in 2014. But I like to think she's up there being chased by a chainsaw-wielding redneck in heaven.
All right.
That's heaven for you.
Yeah.
The film which you are about to see is an account of the tragedy which befell a group of 5 youths. In particular,
That's
Sally
John
Hardesty
Larroquette.
I know.
and her invalid brother Franklin.
I don't see it.
More tragic in that they were young.
He's just sitting there smoking a joint with like big
Yeah.
feathered hair.
Long lives. They
His
could not have
payment.
expected.
He's smoking his pay.
He's smoking his pay. It's the 70s, dude.
Smoking his payola.
John Larroquette, dude. It's just crazy to think
Yeah.
that the stuffy asshole from Stripes,
Yeah.
who I love John. I miss John Larroquette a
Why was
lot.
he in Night Court? Like, he was the judge, right? No?
No, he played I think the district attorney or
Okay,
something like
yeah.
that, or he played the guy who just kept going to jail for killing people.
Oh, okay.
I never saw the show. I just know he was in it.
Okay.
It's so smart to open this movie with that because it really sets the semi-documentary vibe of the film early.
Yeah.
It says this is based on a true story.
Like that, yeah.
You know, it's kind of like Fargo opens like that too. The following events took place in Minneapolis or whatever in
Yeah.
1987. And it didn't, but it makes you feel like it's more real than it is, which makes it that much more appalling when this shit happens.
Yeah.
You know? And it just opens with sounds of digging and just.
Yeah. Horrifying noises.
Well, look, as you can tell, there's no score per se, minus the goofy ass golden oldies playing in the caravan. And
Oh, that.
yeah, we're gonna get to it. But they wanted sounds you'd hear from a slaughterhouse. That type of just steel and digging and grunts and
And it
that-
made it horrifying.
It really works, man.
Like, it did not need a dun-dun, ding-ding-ding-ding-ding,
No,
dun-dun.
honestly,
You know?
I could not imagine this movie with that.
No,
you know?
didn't need it.
The animal sounds in the Sawyer house were done by the sound designer's dad, who sort of just did animal noises with his mouth.
Really?
Yeah, it was like his party trick.
That's cool.
Yeah, I know. Actually, really, I love that. You'll see when we get there when Pam winds up in there. The score is mainly children's toys, cymbals, and a stand-up 5-string bass. They would move the bridge up on the bass, and they would just fucking pluck at it and scrape at it and just make all those thumps and screeches that you hear. You know, but the opening where you just see the dug-up body that's been tied to the fucking gravestone.
That weird, like, statue made, that was
Yes.
like holy shit.
Yeah, that's the first proper actual image you see.
Yeah.
And it's got like just jellified skin that's
It's
decomposing.
just rotted.
It's horrifying. You got
Yeah.
the news report in the background. It's like there's been a series of grave robbings, you know, which is directly what Ed Gein did.
Mm-hmm.
He would dig up women that he thought looked like his mother after she passed, and he made a mom suit. I know. Talk about mama's boy, huh?
Talking about mom jeans.
Oh, God. Yeah, and that's the fucking opening for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It is so immediately your skin is crawling, you're creeped out.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw this, it was like a Saturday morning, and we had just come back from Blockbuster, like an early morning, going to go rent it.
Yeah.
Come back home. I popped it on in my darkened bedroom with like, fucking, rock and roll posters
Yeah.
and just kind of sitting there on the foot of my bed looking at it. And
Kiss posters.
yeah, it was Kiss. It was Corey Hart.
REO Speedwagon.
REO Speedwagon. I'm 53.
Yeah.
No, and then I put that on and immediately was just like, God, it's such,
so naturally gruesome.
God,
It's got a very natural thing about it.
it really does. Total
Yeah.
natch, bro. Pretty much nobody hitchhikes anymore.
No.
I bet the term itself, hitchhiker, is going to just be not a word that anybody even knows in
No.
20 fucking years. But hitchhiking was still a thing in the 70s.
Yeah.
I looked into it. Apparently, it started in the Great Depression because cars weren't universal and there were just tons of poor transient people just moving around the country
Yeah.
looking for work. But hitchhiking, look, from what I read, hitchhiking itself was not that dangerous. In fact, hitchhikers were more likely to be the victim than to victimize the person who picked them up.
I could see that.
Ted Bundy picked up hitchhikers. Zodiac Killer did.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, as the hitchhiker in that situation, you're the one that's really the helpless one. Unless you have a fucking gun, you're like, oh, there we go.
Oh, right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I know exactly. The driver's the one with the power.
Yeah.
They just don't have to pick you up.
Yeah,
You know?
at all.
At all. And also, what kind of person wants to pick up a hitchhiker?
Yeah,
Sometimes
you
it's
don't
really
know.
nice. It could be a caravan full of hippies.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
You know, and you could just be a nice guy with a weird, Boris Yeltsin.
Was it
birthmark? I guess.
was it Gorbachev?
Oh, was it Gorbachev?
Yeah, I think so.
Whoever. Who cares? They're all dead.
Yeah.
They're up there
In commie heaven.
in commie. But yeah, dude. But hitchhikers are great for horror. You know what I mean? So let me ask you, what do you think of Franklin? Because before we recorded this, you said to me via text, you were like, I fucking hate Franklin. Mm-hmm. What do you think about him now after having seen it?
First time I watched it, I was like, he's an annoying, privileged little... I know his legs don't work, but just this annoying, just fly, just this pestering gnat. Help, just an asshole. But then I watched it the second time, and I'm like, he's funny, but at the same time, he's the one that's like, guys, something fucked up is going on.
Something's up here.
And also, I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, exactly.
That sucks for me. Now I'm stuck here with my wheelchair, and I'm like, I'm outside.
I know,
I can't move around. I
was going to say, I like Franklin. I feel bad for him. He's bitchy, but I think it's because he's misunderstood.
Yeah.
Kind of like me. But yeah, he's played by Paul Partain or Partain.
Partain.
Okay. He was a method actor who stayed in character, apparently. Like, just when they weren't filming, he was acting as Franklin.
Yeah.
And the other actors fucking hated him.
That's funny.
They did not know that he was intentionally... They didn't know what method acting was. A lot of these guys, again, these people were getting paid for joints, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they did not know, like, a lot about stuff. He eventually quit acting and became a sales manager for Zenith Electronics.
Oh.
Died of cancer in 2005. But I like to think he's up there in heaven, getting chainsawed in half by Gunnar Hansen.
Sure.
Isn't that nice?
That's the thing about heaven. It's whatever the happy thought in your mind, I think. You just relive it.
Well, I also like to think that heaven is a place on Earth.
Hell yeah, dude.
Who did that song again?
I don't know.
Well, let's see.
Maybe that Tiffany one that would sing at malls.
No, hold on.
I don't know.
Heaven is a place on Earth. Let's see. Belinda Carlisle. Let me just
Okay.
double check.
Hell yeah.
This is what people want when they click on a slasher movie podcast.
Yes.
They're like, if they don't fucking have Belinda Carlisle or at the very least Lita Ford, I'm out.
Yeah.
Well, we've hit our
or
quota
at least
for
the
the
mall
day.
girl Tiffany.
You doing the joke twice. The joke's so nice, he did it twice.
Thank you.
Then again, I'm going to keep doing my heaven jokes, you'll
Yeah. So.
say. Great song. Again, Belinda Carlisle. Available on Apple Podcasts. Apple Podcasts. Hit us up. Be a sponsor.
Does she have a podcast?
No. What? You did not understand what I just said.
Okay. Sorry.
I said Apple Podcasts sponsor us. I didn't say Belinda. Well, let's see if Belinda Carlisle has a podcast.
I doubt it.
Well, hold on.
Okay. I'm sorry.
You know, she probably got a lot she wants to fucking say.
Oh, I'm sure most people have a lot to say.
Belinda.
Carlisle.
It is, right?
Yeah.
It's with the S in there. It's so weird. Wait a minute. First thing that pops up is my dad wrote a porno.
Okay.
My dad wrote a Christmas porno. Was the last episode they put out on December 15th, 2019. What is this? Imagine if your dad wrote a dirty book. Most people would try to ignore it and pretend, well, let's try out the Christmas porno episode.
The following podcast contains adult themes, sexual content, and strong language. Basically, all
boy.
the good stuff.
Oh, I'm excited. Oh,
Fancy.
The good stuff. He's very BBC voice.
Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, one and all. It's the My Dad Wrote a Porno Christmas special. Alice, James, happy Christmas.
Thank you, and to you.
Happy
and to
holidays.
This is the time that makes me feel like Christmas now. It's become such a tradition to do this. I haven't really felt Christmassy until we got together to chat porn.
This is our 4th Christmas special, our 4th year celebrating.
It's on St. Hobson's Day.
When I think sexy,
I don't think the English.
oh, see, I was gonna say I think the English.
Oh.
They invented sexy, baby. Randy!
Okay, I'm about to take off my trousers.
I'm gonna pop off my knickers, lad.
It's like, ugh.
Now, Phil, you grew up in the South.
Yes, I did.
Between
I mean,
this,
so did you, but
yeah, but I'm more.
you don't have an accent.
Yeah, I'm not provincial like yourself, do you know?
I'm sure I have some family members who would probably eat a human. So
Oh, absolutely. I've met them. Between this and Deliverance, do you think cinema has been kind to your kinfolk?
Oh no, I mean there's the movie like Wrong Turn.
Yeah.
That one. No, there's another one called Southern Comfort with I think one of the Carradines, not David. Keith, yeah. And Powers Booth.
Hey!
And they are National Guards on like a practice, like training operation.
Yeah.
So their guns aren't live ammo.
Right.
But so one of the guys is like an asshole and he sees these like hillbillies like in the woods and just like
Scares
starts
them.
shooting at him and laughs, and then it turns into a whole, well, you fucked with the wrong hillbillies thing.
Right,
yeah.
right. The 70s was wall to wall with movies about city people who run afoul of country bumpkin psychos, right? Hills Have Eyes.
That's another one.
That's another one. Yeah, all this
That's
stuff.
more like desert lurking, like nomadic, but yeah, about the same thing.
But just like country folk.
Yeah.
One way or the other. Not necessarily Southern, but just people outside urban areas, right?
Yeah.
You grew up doing the traditional Southern stuff, like hunting. Right?
Yep, hunting, and of course we would, for the most part, not throughout my hunting years, but my first few was the whole like, all right, boy, you're gonna have to skin it. I'm like, okay.
And at no point was it ever like some hipster from East Side Atlanta who wound up in the woods.
No, not once.
He's like, hey man, why are you skinning me?
It was me being terrified of that happening to me.
Your dad's like, save that Yola Tango t-shirt.
Yeah.
That looks cute. It's a little skinny, a little tight on my...
It's a little tight, but it looks pretty cool.
All right, let's talk Leatherface. The scariest slasher character ever. Like, the most fucked up looking, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like, look, I love Freddy more, okay, to be honest with you. But Leatherface is fucking bonkers.
Yeah.
Right? Gunnar Hansen, apparently he modeled Leatherface after people with special needs. And according to people with special needs and their parents, guardians, family members, and stuff like that, he apparently did a very good, sensitive kind of job.
He went to a school for the mentally handicapped.
Right.
And he would observe like the way that they would move around and
like
the way that they would
ticks
talk.
and-
Yeah, and ticks
right.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, he was supposed to originally, Leatherface was supposed to have some amount of things he could say, and Gunnar Hansen made that choice, right? Like, Tobe Hooper gave him the
Gave him-
latitude
yeah.
to just, okay, run with it. Do what you're going to do as long as I approve of it. And what Gunnar Hansen brought back for Leatherface, he was like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Right? Leatherface he's kind of like the classic movie monster, kind of like Frankenstein's monster, in that he's really just kind of misunderstood and he kills out of fear.
Fear and the family kind of thing. Like,
Yeah. He's really just
Like,
trying
he
to.
he probably can't comprehend like what he's doing is fucking horrible.
No, he's really just trying to. He's just trying to do what's right by his kin. I mean, we can all
That's a
understand
Southern
that.
thing.
That's a Southern thing through and through, brother. Hell yeah, he's just up there in the holler, just trying to take care of everybody.
Don't you talk about my kin. It's like you don't even like half of them. Shut up.
That's a very Southern thing, I
Yeah.
know. But yeah, Tobe Hooper said that Leatherface is basically the way he always saw it, was just as a giant toddler. Like, he kills people who startles him. He's just sort of innocent-minded. Again, a giant
Makes
toddler.
Homer Simpson noises.
Kind of. Yeah, it's so
I thought
true.
about, like, in my head, if there was a treehouse of horror that was Texas Chainsaw, Homer would be Leatherface.
Oh, 100%.
Have Marge as, I guess, as the main chick.
Sally Hardesty.
Yeah. Who'd be Franklin?
Who would be Franklin?
Comic book guy?
Sure.
Help me, I can't move. You know?
Can I be honest with you right now? I've never seen The Simpsons.
Holy crap.
I don't even know what it's about.
I'm from the Ukraine.
No, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I grew up in a cul-de-sac. I just never seen it.
Wow, really?
Yeah, instead I was like actually making something of myself and going to college. Sick burn. Sorry, bro. Anyways,
Okay.
moving along.
When you were 9?
Facial. I mean, the first few kills of this movie, it's just people walking up to the house.
Like the one to me, like the first one, the simple, just the hammer.
Oh, we're gonna get to it.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to it. But I'm telling you, the first few kills are just people walking up to the house. It's very Texan. It's very Southern. It's very, get off my land.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so yeah, let's talk Kirk and Pam. Kirk, right, with that open shirt, that is a fucking statement.
Mm-hmm.
That whole look.
With the hair.
With the hair.
The
Oh,
Dukes
man.
of Hazzard. He looks like a Dukes of Hazzard character.
Yeah, kind of crossed with like Luke Skywalker,
Country hippie.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. You
Yeah.
said it right.
Yeah.
Austin, country
Yeah.
hippie, right? Yeah, he just goes inside the house. Like, why the fuck did he even enter a stranger's home? The 70s was weird.
You just walk in.
It was before people locked their front doors and stuff. You just walk in.
Don't worry about knocking. Just walk into a stranger's house in the 70s, and you're fine.
Yeah, you'd grab a Lone Star beer, crack it
Like,
open.
oh, how you doing?
Yep.
I was about to cook dinner.
You just plop down on the couch.
It's
watch
your
some,
friends, by the way.
watch some Johnny Carson,
Yeah.
know? Hey, like, that's just apparently how they did
Hey-o.
it. And then, yeah, this is when you see Leatherface for the first time. It's kind of an upward Dutch angle shot on him where he just comes out of the slaughter room with this big hammer, and then just hits him over the head. And then he falls to the ground. He starts convulsing, just like rattling.
Yeah.
That is such what a great choice.
That looked like a really good kill.
No, it
like
really
the way
did.
that he moved.
Very believable. That's what makes it so disturbing was that choice for the convulsing was crazy. And then Pam goes in, you get the classic butt shot where it follows her from the swinging bench or whatever up to the thing. And then here we go. Let's play this thing.
Let's do it.
All right, Pam has just found the room full of chicken bones, skulls, and I guess a bunch of like feathers and like animal refuse on the floor.
Yeah, I was going to say, because obviously it stinks and she's terrified.
Oh, and she's like gagging and scared shitless. And then she meets Jedediah Sawyer.
Yeah.
Right? And she wakes up, she's almost out of the house. He drags her the fuck back in. The travel shot, when it's following him back through the front door and then it cuts that long shot down the hallway, is amazingly well shot. I fucking love it.
The thing with these kill scenes is it's just like...
Oh, here she goes on the meat hook. Here she goes on the meat hook. Now, of course, she was hung up by like a kind of a strap situation, and she can only hang on there for like a minute. Yeah, before it would just get too painful. I mean, it's fucking horrifying. And then he just goes back to just chopping up old Kirk.
Yeah.
Starts up the chainsaw. Oh, it's such a fucking brutal goddamn movie, man. And then, of course, Sally Hardesty's beau, Jerry, right, otherwise known as Disco Stew, tries to be a fucking hero, and he gets hammered.
Yeah.
Hammered. He goes in, he opens the freezer, sees the dead body.
Yep.
All right, so he just hammers him to the ground, and at this point, Leatherface is wigging out, right? He's like, where are all these college kids coming from? He goes over to the window, he's like checking the window, he's fucking losing his shit. And then he just kind of... Then he just kind of sits down for a minute, right? Just kind of collects himself. Like he's kind of going through something, right? I've always felt it's so weird to say this, but I really feel bad for Leatherface in this scene because he just cannot catch a fucking break. It's like he's just trying to get some new fucking meat for some new barbecue. They're going to be selling it down at the country store. Some killer jerky for next months.
Yeah.
These are big, kind of thick 70s college kids, you know? And instead, just more people keep coming in, hey, have you seen my buddy? And just like, right? He's just smashing them to death. I always felt like, because Leatherface, you know, he's kind of going stir crazy in that house, right?
Yeah,
The hitchhiking brother gets to go all over town. He's got the other brother who just runs the shop.
Yeah, and they're like, no, you have to stay here. no one can know you exist.
I know. I feel like Leatherface just needs a nice girl, you know?
Yeah.
Right? Just like, excuse me, is there a Mrs. Leatherface?
Okay.
Right?
We'll find him.
Well, look, Chucky got a wifey, right? It could help. It could help. I used to be a wedding photographer a couple years ago, and trust me, I've seen fucking worse. And I'm going to give you an example right now. There's a small town south of Atlanta, about 45 minutes to an hour away from Atlanta, okay? It's called Barnesville. Middle of nowhere, kind of run down. Sorry if you live there. But I had to go do a wedding down there. It was a little redneck wedding, right? And I get there, the couple, cute as could be, just a little chubby, little fat, little redneck couple. They were like, hi, not thanks for doing our photos, the whole thing,
Yeah.
right? And you got the whole family there. And afterwards, I followed them over to some rec center for the what do you call it?
reception.
For the reception, thank you. And I'm taking photos, and everybody's just kind of sitting there eating chicken wings and Papa John's and like
Mountain Dew.
I swear to God, that was like basically.
I'm pretty
that
sure.
was the food. And you know what? To be honest, it looked great. Okay,
Yeah,
it looked
I'd
great.
eat it. Of course I would.
Oh, who the hell wouldn't? Everybody's wearing just like little ill-fitting tuxes. They're all just short, little fat, little.
It's not
Scotch
camo,
Irish
is it?
people. No.
Okay.
But there was a guy there who showed up. He was about mid-30s. He showed up alone.
Okay.
And he was wearing, head to toe, a Spider-Man costume.
He's my hero.
And then he gets a whole paper plate full of fucking cheesy bread and hot wings and a big thing of soda pop. And he sits down and he takes his mask off, and it's just this redneck with a beard, long hair that's like greasy and matted.
Yeah.
And he and because he's wearing the Spider-Man gloves, he's using like napkins to hold the hot wings, right? So it doesn't get his little costume dirty. This guy's in his mid-30s.
Okay.
And his grandmother looks at me and says, I told him not to wear that fucking thing.
That's fucking hilarious.
Right? And everybody's sitting there. And then the DJ put on Cotton Eye Joe by Rednecks, and everybody
Holy shit.
lost their fucking minds. And they
I don't
all,
want to come on, but
they all, I'm talking, everybody was like grabbing their bow and jumping
Yeah.
up and running to the dance floor.
No shoes on?
Tore the house down. They had shoes. Don't be offensive.
Okay.
We don't do that kind of humor anymore.
Okay.
Let's talk Sally and Franklin.
All right.
Brother and sister, right?
Odd couple.
Kin.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are kind of an odd couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Felix and Oscar here, you know?
Yeah.
You got the messy one and you got the OCD one.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Franklin's death bums me out
It
every
does.
time, dude. Because he's just, I know that he's fucking annoying. I know. Sally, please. Don't leave me, Sally, please. I know.
I can't do nothing with my legs don't work. Why don't y'all just leave me?
Why? But him getting chainsawed to death, he did not deserve it. It is so cruel.
I know. I felt bad.
Technically, the only actual chainsaw murder in the movie
Is his.
And then he's dead.
Yeah.
He's dead. Sally's running off. She's got some fucking big fat loon chasing her
Yeah.
through the goddamn Texan brush.
Yeah.
Right? Brush.
She has Sling Blade chasing her.
Exactly. And then Sally runs and she makes it back to the country store from earlier.
Yeah.
And she gets there and she's like, okay, I got out of this. Yes, my entire friend circle and brother is dead, but look, at least I can get some killer fucking barbecue. And this guy Drayton, he seems like a good
He
guy.
seems like a
doesn't he?
nice guy. He's got a nice smile and voice.
Great smile, great voice, not grating. It's not a grating redneck voice. It's a perfect, beautiful voice.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Don't be sorry.
Be best.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Here he is.
We got Mrs. Vodka,
Yeah.
First Lady. So to be honest with you, I always thought Drayton was their dad.
I did too.
Because first off, okay, he plays the oldest brother, right? But he was already 54 when they shot this. Everybody else was in their 20s or early 30s,
Yeah.
right? But when he puts Sally in the burlap sack and he's just like poking her with his broom handle,
Yeah.
it is a very weird.
Insane. It's like if you thought all the parts before that got crazy, it's when you meet, it's like when you learn about him and then just that whole weird family.
That's the thing, is at first you're just seeing Leatherface. Mm-hmm. And then before you know it, the family starts, you'd be like, oh, all of these weird characters we saw, of course they're all related.
Yeah.
Right? And they're all brothers. And they all live in the same house, with Gammy and Grandpa.
Yeah.
And that's where we wind up back for supper.
It's dinner time.
It's dinner time. Ready to chow down, Phil?
Yeah.
You like this, Dave?
That dinner scene.
And that screaming.
It's harrowing. It
Yeah.
really, like, she is doing such a great job getting across how terrifying it is, but apparently the shoot itself for this scene was terrifying. It was in the middle of a Texas heat wave. They were stuck in this fucking house with no ventilation, right? A Texan house built in the early 1900s.
Covered in mold.
Exactly. They shot this over 24 very grueling hours. The crew wound up calling that night of shooting, that full day, they called it the Last Supper.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Now, for those who can't see this and haven't seen this, Sally is having dinner with the Sawyers. Grabbing her for dinner, let's say.
It's a good old Sunday dinner.
She's tied to an armchair, literally. Which is so fucked up.
Yeah.
Let's talk Grandpa for a second. Now, all that makeup they put on Dugan, the actor, when they put all that makeup on him, he was like, I'm never sitting through all of this again.
It took like 38 hours.
To shoot it. Not to do the makeup.
Okay.
Yeah, but once they put all the makeup on, he was like, we're shooting all of this at once. I will not do this again. He threatened to quit, right? So they were like, all right, fuck it. We'll shoot it all right now. Yeah, over the course of 36 hours, they shot the shit out of this. And he's terrifying, but I'll be honest with you, he's always kind of looked like the Six Flags guy to me.
Yeah. Yeah, like an older Six Flags guy.
And they're basically like, he only likes to just sort of like lap up head blood from people, so they put her over that blood bucket
with this dumb hammer that he can't.
And he's like, come on, Grandpa, come on, Grandpa.
Get it.
Oh, it's so, dude, it is, I'll be honest with you, it is very Southern.
Nothing's worse than a sadistic giggling redneck.
Honestly, no. I agree, man.
It's creepy.
It's very unsettling, dude.
Yeah.
This is a very pro-vegetarian film.
I think so.
Right? Like, Guillermo del Toro, he cites this movie as the reason he became vegetarian, right? And it's very much about we're not that different from cattle. That's sort of the message of the movie in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
You know? And to be honest, we are hypocrites about what animals we will or won't eat. Like, it's very arbitrary. Like, why don't we eat cats and dogs? And like, the Americans have always looked at the French weird for eating frogs, which I don't even know if they actually do. But my family from Louisiana, they eat frogs.
I love frog legs.
And again, they are like Cajun French
like
people.
Chicken strips.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
I want some more of it.
I did try going vegetarian once. I was listening to a lot of Propaganda, which is the Canadian political punk band, right? And they had this song that starts with them going, "Stop consuming animals." And I was just right.
Shut up.
I know. But I was like 20 and insufferable and in college, so I was like,
twig boy.
Yeah, and I was just like, I'm gonna stop eating meat because it's just about living a cruelty-free life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not even mocking people who do that. I get it. That's fine.
If that's your thing, that's your thing.
Absolutely.
Just don't come down on like the people who eat meat.
Most of them actually don't. That's just all
Just
of the
the
stuff
whole-
you've ever seen in media where they do that. That's written by a fucking steak eater who got mad. He's like, "Oh, you don't eat meat? Well, you're probably a political asshole."
It is the media.
You're fired.
Shit.
Yeah, go home.
All right.
Go. I'm not kidding. Put your fucking headphones. Take them off. Go home.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Go. I'm not kidding. Get the fuck out of here. We don't bring that kind of goddamn humor on this fucking show, dude. We don't do puns on this show. Phil, come back in. Alright. Look, I'm sorry I blew up at you. Just let's not do that kind of shit again. Don't bring that shit in here, okay? People click on this, they want that good shit.
Okay, sorry.
All right? Oh, anyways, to put a button at the end of that, I lasted, I think, 12 hours as a vegetarian, and then I was just like, meat!
Like, to me, it's just like you're eating just a bunch of side dishes. Like, you're not, I don't know. I'm just a meat guy. I have to have meat and Most of my meals. Actually, most of them. Most. I would say most.
Well, the reason for that is because you're a beefcake.
That's true.
Wait a minute. I said don't bring that kind of shit in here. Oh, I did it.
Meatloaf is kind of a meat cake, or beef cake. God damn it.
Now, Sally, she's been through the ringer, right?
Yeah.
I think we can safely say that. She jumps out of the window, and Marilyn Burns didn't do that. She had a stunt double to do that, but she still wound up injuring her leg doing the fall to the ground to look like she had just landed on the ground, and she still injured her fucking leg, that sucks.
Did they not have a crash pad?
I guess they didn't. I guess they didn't.
Jump from the windowsill down and just fall flat. You won't get hurt, I swear to God.
I don't know how it happened.
Just don't think about it.
But this ending scene is so damn messy. It's in broad fucking daylight.
Which is great.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
In the daylight.
That's what I mean. You got the hitchhiker brother coming at her, then he gets run over and split in half.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah, it's fucking crazy.
That was a rewind.
Now he's just cut in fucking half. And then you got the fucking truck driver, the 18-wheeler guy. That goes to shit, right? And then she finally jumps into the back of a pickup truck and she takes off, man. And she's going to, you know what? She's seen better days, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully she's, brighter futures lay ahead.
Yes.
Let's be honest. She looks fucking crazy after this.
Yeah, I mean, like all the dried blood and everything on her clothes and the running through bushes. Oh.
And then it ends with Leatherface just pitching a fit in the middle of this Texas road.
Yeah.
It is my favorite final shot.
The Griswolds drive-by? I don't know what that is.
She's like, Sparky, stop, pull over, let's help this nice man.
Yeah.
That'd be great. I love crossovers, bro.
Yeah, let's do it.
No, but I gotta say, that closing shot on Leatherface is my favorite final shot in a horror film ever.
Yeah.
It is so fucking good. And that's it, dude. That's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, man. That's it.
That is it.
Phil, what was the budget on this bad boy?
The budget was $80,000 to $140,000.
Yeah, I think they got the rest of the money when they were in post-production, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Okay.
To be able to help with, getting it in theaters, getting people to see it, sound, that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. Well, the box office was $30.9 million.
God, that's even more than Friday the 13th.
So they made some money, I'll tell you that.
$30 million back then, you could probably just buy Earth.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just do that?
They could have bought Earth, the Texas
Chainsaw
Earth Massacre chainsaw.
It writes itself.
Yeah.
All right, let's check in with Roger Ebert. He gave it 2 stars out of a possible 4. He agreed it was a finely made movie, okay? His problem was the lack of context for why any of it happens. Quote, no motivation, no background, no speculation on causes is evident anywhere in the film. That was his big problem with it.
Okay.
And to be fair, he just wasn't a horror fan to begin with. He gave a bad review to Night of the Living Dead only 6 years earlier. He just did not like horror films, and he did not like the new direction they were headed, which is what we love, is into a lot of times more realistic, a lot bigger emphasis.
Reality-based.
Yeah, bigger emphasis on realistic gore or just over-the-top, really gross gore. He just didn't like that. Having said that, I do agree with Mr. Ebert here. There is no motivation. There is no background. None of it is here because there needn't be an explanation. It's like the Halloween thing. You don't know why he's going after Laurie Strode.
Exactly.
Right? That's why it's such bullshit when they make Laurie Strode his sister in the fucking sequel.
Yeah.
It's like, no, the scary part was you don't know why he's after her. Right? Same thing with this. You don't know why they're this fucking weird, crazy hillbilly family that does it. They just do it. Right? 1 second you're driving along, just look at the nice, beautiful Texan country, and before you know that, the next thing you know, you're fucking barbecue, dude.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Being butchered.
But Roger Ebert also, sadly, has passed. And I like to think he's up there in heaven, being chainsawed in half by Gunnar Hansen.
All right.
Oh, the joke's so nice he said it 5 times.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the meanest horror film I've ever fucking seen.
I would say so. The meanest, the grittiest, and the dirtiest.
It's nasty, it's brutish, it's short, just like life,
Mm-hmm.
right? It gave us Leatherface, okay? It disturbs me to this day. It's a true achievement in horror cinema. I give it 5 Chuckies and a Cenobite.
I give the 5 Chuckies and a Cenobite.
No, pick your fucking own. Be creative.
Oh, okay. I didn't
What are
know.
you
I thought this was the rating
doing?
system. All right. I gave it
Can't
5 Michael Myers
Okay.
and 5 Freddy Kruegers.
5 Freddy Kruegers, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then I'm gonna throw a Pumpkinhead in there too.
Okay.
I just don't want to be outdone, you know.
Gotcha.
Pumpkinhead's worth 6 Freddy Kruegers, by the way.
Okay.
I don't know why. Why would that rate more?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Ladies and gentlemen, guys and ghouls, ladies and germs, as the dawn light breaks and the ghouls retreat into their darkened dens of death, so must this edition of Slasher Movie Podcast Now cease transmission. But don't fret, we'll be back next Monday with the Wes Craven horror masterpiece, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. It helps us keep bringing you this depravity to your eardrums. Visit us on Facebook at Slasher Pod. Check us out on the gram at Slasher Movie Pod. And we'll see you in hell.
Oh.
Ribbit.
Budweiser.